Hello, hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling, and I hope you have absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create 5 by 7 inches fast Holy Communion card. If you need inspiration, this video is for you. For my card, I'm going to use the Beautiful Moments collection from Altair Art. It is a Polish brand, and I have to say that the quality of this design paper is absolutely phenomenal. And I left the link in the description down below if you'd like to check it. I really like the colors in this collection, but also the flowers on the design papers as well. And I thought they would be just perfect to create a first Holy Communion card for a girl. If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. This collection also has some beautiful elements to fussy cut, which is actually on the back of the front panel. And for my cut, I decided to use this beautiful element. I'm going to cut two panels for it to decorate my card. With the left hand side, I'm going to create a bigger panel and then I'm going to create a smaller panel. Let's create the card base first. I've got 5 by 7 inches white cardstock, and then when this is ready, then we can start decorating it. I've got a panel that is slightly smaller using 300 GSM multi-purpose card, and I'm going to add a little bit of color. I'm going to use my alcohol marker from my stash. So I do recommend you don't really need any colored card. All you have to do is to choose the color medium of your choice to make sure that all the elements will match beautifully. And actually, alcohol markers are the way to go for me because I don't have cardstock in every single color possible. But having very cheap alcohol markers really makes a difference. When the frame is ready, then I'm going to cut that element from the left hand side and that will be 5 mil slightly smaller. So when these are ready, then we can start assembling them. And I'm going to use my liquid glue because I will have time to maneuver the elements. So when this is ready, I'm going to put it at the front of the card. And at this point, I thought something is missing in the middle. I absolutely love the flowers at the very bottom. So what is the best way to decorate the card? I had a look at my stash and I found one of the cutting dies from Crafter's Companion called Rectangle Ribbon Frame. And I die cut it using 300 GSM multi-purpose card, and for this one, I decided to use white ribbon. I'm going to thread it through all those tulips here, and that will be the embellishment for the card. So if you have any cutting dies in your stash with ribbon threading, I do recommend just take them out and play with them because the cards and projects you can create are simply gorgeous. Now it is time to add here the left of the ribbon here so it will go just beautifully on our card. And to do it, I'm going to use my liquid glue. If you want, you can also use some tape, and red liner tape would be the best option. All you have to do here is just to make sure you actually hide the ends of the ribbon. And at this point, I decided to adhere it at the front of the card, but I thought let's add a little bit of dimension. So I took some double-sided foam adhesive from my stash and I'm going to place it on the back here. And this way we're going to have that beautiful element on the front. So if you'd like to make your cards even more special, I do recommend that you use some double-sided foam adhesive. Now it is time to peel off the backing, add a few drops of liquid glue again, and then put it on your card. If you want, you can also use some pokey tool to make your job easier. However, at this point, I thought, no, I'm just going to use my fingers. But I think for the next project, I am going to use a pokey tool to make it easier for myself. So when this is ready, then I had a look at my stash and I used one of the cutting dies from Craft a New Design. But I'm going to show you that in a moment. First, let's decorate the panel. So I've got slightly smaller panel that will go in that rectangle and then the design paper. Just to make sure all the elements will match. So again, I'm going to use exactly the same alcohol marker to create a frame. So again, as you can see, you don't really need any cardstock in every single color possible. For me, alcohol markers are the way to go, and I'm pretty sure if you have very cheap ones, you can create amazing projects with them. So now will be time to adhere all those elements, and I really like how those colors work together. If you think this design paper would be perfect for any other occasion, please let me know in the comments down below. So now when I adhered, I had a look at my stash and I decided to use one of the newest cutting dies from Craft and You, and I've got that element. And to make it even more special, I'm going to use an alcohol marker from my stash again. But this time, I'm going to use green. That will match the green on the design paper, just to add the color on the leaves. So yes, you can only color partial parts as well. And that will work beautifully. So when this is ready, then we need the top element, and at this point, I thought let's add a little bit of sparkle. So with the leftover gold card from my last project, I'm going to use pencil to trace our circle, and then I'm going to adhere it. And this way, I'm also going to have more contrast on my card. So if you do have very small leftover of beautiful design paper like the gold or sparkle any color or glitter card, please leave those pieces because sometimes you can use them to decorate some smaller embellishments. And I think that is the way to go. When this is adhered, I had a tiny bit left on the side, so I'm going to use my scissors and cut the excess off. It will be time to assemble the elements together, and I thought it would be a great idea to add some dimension to it as well, just for extra interest. So I do have my double-sided foam adhesive, and I'm going to add a tiny bit here. When this is ready, then it will be time for a sentiment and also one small decorative element. So from my stash, I got that piece that I fussy cut pretty long time ago. And I think that just works perfect here. But I'm only going to add some double-sided foam adhesive at the very bottom because our front element is already a little bit up. So just to make sure everything is on the same level, I only apply that double-sided foam adhesive at the bottom. So now it is time for a sentiment, and I created those and printed loads of them. Got them in Polish. However, if you'd like a set of sentiments for First Holy Communion cards in Polish or English, please let me know, and then I will create it and put it on Buy Me a Coffee website just for you. So please let me know if you'd like some sentiments for First Holy Communion card. Now I'm going to add the same green color on the frame around the sentiment, and it's always a good idea to add the color also on the sides as well. So this way no one will ever know that you use a scrap piece of card. Now when the sentiment is ready, I decided to put it on the left hand side, just a little bit off the front panel. And I think that will give my card even more interest. Now it is time to add a tiny bit of double-sided foam adhesive on the left hand side. So again, every single element will be on the same level. And here I use my scissors instead of pokey tool. So yes, you can do that as well. And now it will be time for a little bit of sparkle. And to do it, I decided to use some pearls from my stash, so they will actually match the satin ribbon I used to decorate my card. And now, when all those pearls are ready, in the corners the card is complete. So what do you think about this design? Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because there are more videos coming your way very soon. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!